Doesn't look. Oh, whoa, the lighting is so harsh.
Really?
Yeah, the lighting is super
Hold
harsh.
on, you just relax. Just
Is that better? Hey everyone, I know I'm a half an hour late, but I'm trying to get my background and everything situated. My lighting might be a little bit off. Hi Katrina, hi April, hi GM. Hi Angelina. This is good. Dang, the bags under my eyes are like super highlighted. Hi Anna, Nicole, Eve, Dingus, NF1, Carla, Goddess Roro, Yvette. Hey everyone. I hope you guys are okay with my setup right now. Do you guys see that? Like it's no, so today's Navratri starts, which we'll be getting into, but that's why I have this back here. And then you guys can see a part of my altar. You guys can't see the whole thing, but you guys can see a little bit. I know the lighting is like a little bit off, but are you guys, if you guys are okay with it, then we'll just keep going. Hi, Anupama. And like always, I have my boyfriend sitting behind me. So if I'm looking over, then I'm looking at him. But I have my glass of wine. I know it's like 2:30, but I thought I wanted to sit here with you guys and talk about all of these things. I'm going to be doing some live readings, and I actually did like a little ritual for Goddess Durga for Navratri. So I have her like right here, right next to me, and then we're going to be channeling energy from there to do a few readings. And then I'm also going to be talking about, what else am I going to be talking about? Feminine energy, and then we're going to be talking about Shungite crystals and a few other new crystals that we have. Hi, Jeanette. Hi, Anna. Hi, Mohit. All right, so what should we start off with? I kind of want to start off with a reading. What do you guys think? Let me move this back. Is that better? Like, I don't know. Okay. Oh, and my boyfriend surprised me with this plant. It's a jackal plant. Or no, it's a jester's crown plant. And I feel like, if you guys can see it right there, it looks like Sideshow Bob from The Simpsons, or like Medusa. Like every time I see it, it reminds me of Sideshow Bob from The Simpsons. You love how I'm always changing my background. Yeah, I'm one of those people that I get super bored easily of my environment. So and thankfully I met somebody that he always likes to redecorate and move things around, and it's really nice because it's like it's sometimes, I think for me, it's one energy becomes so stagnant, you get kind of bored of it. So luckily I found a partner that likes to move things around and clean things, and it keeps it like not boring and stagnant. Thank you, Tiffany. That's so sweet. You want a reading. Okay, so we're gonna start off with Tiffany. Let's see what comes up for you. What I did is I only gathered my feminine decks because Navratri has started. It's like a very feminine energy time. So I'm just going to be pulling from my feminine decks. All right, Tiffany. So let's see what comes up for you. Should we do our mermaid deck or our roses deck? Let's do the roses deck. Let's see what comes up for Tiffany. All right, so a few cards came up. All right. Katrina, I am going to do your reading next. Okay, so, wow, okay. Tiffany. Okay, so first, before I start the reading, I want to say, first of all, anybody that is in this live chat with us right now, like I feel like we were on all drawn here, we were led here. So whatever readings that I'm doing, it's basically going to be a message that is supposed to be for all of us. That's the energy I'm getting. Like all of these readings that I'm going to be doing today, it's going to resonate somehow with all of us. It's a message that everybody needs to hear somehow in some ways. So for Tiffany, the first message that you got is to share your inner voice. So we just had the new moon in Libra yesterday, which was all about balance and just relaxing, but also in a way where you take back your own power. So this says you're coming out of the cave, persecution and expression. This is really beautiful because I feel like you are coming out of this period of your life where you were hiding a lot of who you truly are. You were hiding so many aspects of yourself. And with this new moon energy and then this Navratri energy that just started today, it's such a beautiful, calm energy. And when we can calm our energy, it's like this mental fog lifts and we can think clearly. We can see things more clearly. We are able to receive the guidance that is provided to us from our ancestors, from the universe, from our higher self. And I feel like this is what's happening for you is you're getting these like messages and you're starting to hear your inner voice again. You're starting to feel this bond and connection with what you believe in, whether it's God, the universe, your higher self, spirit. And now the universe is telling you, share all of that. Share what you're learning, share what you're experiencing, share what you're going through because it's going to help so many people. The next card that popped up is Star Mother. This is how can you mother yourself? When I did a reading today, like for the Durga energy, to ask her like what is just a message from her, just a guidance from her. And this is the card that popped up. So that's very powerful and it's very synchronistic that this card popped up for you. And I feel like even collectively for all of us. The Star Mother card, how can you mother yourself? So now she's asking us, how can we take care of ourselves? And she's asking you, Tiffany, especially, how are you taking care of yourself? This is a huge question that you need to pay attention. I think this whole Libra season, this whole month of October, ask yourself, how can you be nurturing and gentle to yourself? I feel like you've been giving your nurturing energy and your gentle energy to other people and maybe your job or whatever else is going on around you. And now this goddess energy is asking us to come within and ask, what can we do for ourselves? What can we do to nurture our own spirit? Because you haven't been doing that. You've been nurturing everybody else but yourself. And this is a time where, and sometimes the universe works like this. Like if it keeps giving you the signs to do this and do this and do this, and then you don't follow it, it'll push you to do it. It'll force you to do it. Like if you want success, but you don't want to leave your comfort zone, and the universe keeps giving you the signs and giving you the opportunities, but you're so scared to leave your comfort zone that you don't move forward, that's when the universe will come and kind of push you out of your comfort zone. So that's another message that I'm getting with this card. And also, this is this is like exactly the Tower card in tarot. This is the crumbling. It says, what are you clinging to? So if you can see, like there's this door opening, it's like almost like shattering of a world, a whole new world being revealed to you. That's the energy of the Tower. It's basically like a lot of things that you believed in before, now you don't see it the same. You don't believe in it the same. You know, you're vibrationally different. You have leveled up your vibration, if that makes sense. And now you're going to be asking yourself, okay, wait, what am I holding on to that is just holding me back? What am I holding on to that is so low vibration and doesn't vibrate with my new vibration? You need to ask yourself these questions, especially with this new moon that we're having. It's a lot of revelations about like, wow, I was holding on to this belief. I was holding on to this emotion, this person, this job, and I was so unhappy. And it's like, now you see all that. That's what a Tower moment is when you see something in your life that you're like, why is this still in my life? Why have I been holding on to this? So Tiffany, that was your reading. Thank you so much for donating some money into the live chat. I'm still getting used to this. Like I'm not used to any of this, but it's really fun for me to talk to you guys. So, okay. The next, I have to go back and see who was the next reading for. Okay, my boyfriend wrote it down. Okay, Katrina. This is really helpful. Okay, Katrina. Oh, by the way, I just want to say I'm sorry I'm not able to read the chats. I'm not gonna pay too much attention to the chat, but oh, okay, so I'm gonna be doing a pick a card reading too in this live stream. I'm gonna be yeah, I'm gonna be doing 4. Oh, okay, I'm gonna be doing a pick a card reading later on in the stream. So I just wanted to say that. But okay, Oracle Katrina is the next person that I'm going to be I can't even talk. Going to be doing a reading for. So she says, will I move up in my job? Okay, so I have a specific deck that I always go to for like career related readings. So Katrina, wow, already a few cards popped up, but we don't want that many. We just want a few messages for Katrina. Will she move up in her job? So for anybody that's on the live stream with us right now, if you guys have job issues or any questions about your job, I feel like this is a collective reading for all of us, for all of our jobs. So one card already flipped. Did you guys see that? Like, that's very high energy. So, okay. Oh, okay. Okay, so the first card that comes up is Wandering Path. The message here is to enjoy the journey. Okay, so a lot of us have this perception that we are only successful if we reach this point. We're only successful if we attain this much money. We're only successful if blah, 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 blah. Like we're over here, but our success is over here. And so we're always trying to chase it and grab it. And the message here is whatever's going on in your life right now, Katrina, just go with it. Go with the flow, because I feel like the universe is taking you somewhere, but at the same time, the universe is asking you to stop focusing on the end result, to stop focusing on the job itself, or stop focusing on the future. Right now, take your power back, like bring yourself back here in this moment and start to live each moment that you have right now. Like, for instance, today, what are you doing today? Make sure that you're here in the moment today and you're not like so worried about the future and like so trapped in the past. Enjoy right now. Like, what are you wearing? Are you happy with what you're wearing? Are you comfortable with what you're wearing? Like, how do I say this? Basically comfortable in your own skin. Like, did you just wake up and like not even change out of your pajamas and just sitting at home all day because it's like, what is it today? Sunday? Like, because it's a weekend. Is that something that you wanted to do in the weekend, or is it something that you just did because you thought that there would be nothing going on today? Which actually, if you guys watch Leor Alexandria, I think that's how you pronounce her name, but she just uploaded a video about how we psychologically create our reality based on how we dress. And it's really, really interesting, because if you get like, go to our channel if you want to learn more about that. But it's really interesting because we program our mind in a certain way. Sometimes if we, especially like if you work from home, or especially if it's a weekend, you wake up, like you don't put that much effort into dressing yourself up as you would when you're going to work, right? So when you're going to work, you have to change your clothes, you got to wash your face, you got to brush your teeth. And when you're at home in the weekend, you sleep in, you wake up, you don't sometimes even want to get out of your pajamas, you get your coffee, you just sit around, it's your day to relax, right? So it's very interesting how you dress when you have your day off versus how you dress when you're going to work. How do you dress when you're going to a party? How do you dress when you're going to an interview? It's so interesting to me how you dress differently for every like occasion or every day or function in your life. And sometimes subconsciously, when you are creating your own reality, like say you want a specific job, So start to dress like how you would dress in that job. It's like working with the law of attraction. It's a ritual in itself. And then you can attract that to you even faster. And so another message that is coming up is cleansing waters. So this says purification activates vibrant life force. This card is telling me that there are some chakras that are off. There needs to be like a cleansing done of the body and the energy. There needs to be a cleansing done of the chakras. How would I cleanse my chakras? There's a few different ways. First is I'm wearing my chakra bracelet. I have these up in my store right now, actually. So this has each 7 chakras, the symbol of each one, if you guys can see it. And also it has the crystals that correspond with each one. So I always have this on, especially on days where I'm going outside my house because I don't know what energies I'm going to come across. And I just want to protect myself and my energy. And so cleanse your chakras. You can use sage. You can use Palo Santo and kind of run it all over your energy, your body. I'm going to show you guys 2 more things. So I have a selenite wand and it has every single chakra crystal on there. So how you would cleanse your chakras with this is just kind of run it all over your body. And this also has the Om symbol. The Om symbol is like the vibration of the universe. So it's very, very powerful, high vibration. If you guys are interested in that, selenite cleanses anything it touches. Like just holding it in my hands, I can feel a different kind of energy from selenite. It's almost like things are being pulled out of you, like negative or toxic things. You just automatically can feel them getting pulled out of you. That's the way I can explain it whenever I work with selenite. And also I have these up on my shop too, where these are on sale because of the new moon that we just had, and also Navratri just started. But these are basically chakra cleansing selenite tea light holders. So this whole white part you see is all selenite crystal, and then we have each chakra and the symbol for each chakra. We have the evil eye to protect your chakras, kyanite that really connects with the cosmos and the ethers. And then we also have garnet, which is a very, very powerful stone for your root chakra. So your root chakra has to be balanced and activated in order for all of your chakras to be working, because root chakra is very, very important. It's your foundation. It's your foundation that you build everything on. If you are in a relationship, the foundation you build on your relationship is built on the foundation you built for yourself. So that's a root chakra. So you want it to be cleansed and activated. So there definitely needs to be some cleansing going on for Katrina. And anybody that's trying to attract anything to do with career and finances, cleanse your body, cleanse your aura, and also start to live more in the moment. It's really important that you bring yourself back to the moment. That is a huge message that is coming through right now. All right. So who was next? Yvette. Yvette J wants a love reading. Okay, so I'm going to pick from this deck. I got a few new decks right now. My boyfriend's writing down all the sweet people that gave donations. I'm going to be doing your readings because my boyfriend is writing it down because the chat keeps going up so fast I can't even pay attention. I haven't even been able to see the comments. Oh yeah. Hi to everybody that came in that I have not even been able to say hi to. This lighting makes me kind of insecure because the bags under my eyes are so huge, but they're actually not that huge. All right, Yvette, we're going to do your love reading. So let's see what cards come up for you. Any messages for Yvette? Maybe there's a message for you in my mermaid deck. Maybe that's why nothing's popping out. Let's see. Yeah. You see how they popped out so fast. Okay, Yvette. I feel like I get a very sweet energy from this reading. I'm getting a very loving, sweet energy. Okay, so love. All right, what are you guys doing? Are you guys drinking tea or coffee or wine? Okay. First card that comes up is to honor the masculine. This is very interesting to me that this card popped up for you, Yvette. And for anybody right now that is going through struggles in love or is trying to manifest love, I feel like this is collective for all of us, not just Yvette. I feel like Yvette had this energy, or yeah, Yvette had this energy to bring this topic up, or somehow we were all led here. We were all led to each other in this community. So I feel like this reading, if you're struggling with love, it's for all of us. Because I see a message in here for me, definitely. Honor the masculine. So today Navratri started. Navratri is a celebration of the feminine energy. It's celebrating different aspects of a goddess. So the fact that honor the masculine comes up, and the fact that we just had the new moon yesterday in Libra, balancing your feminine with your masculine. So right now is a time for us to, I feel like, focus on our feminine nature, kind of live our life with more in our feminine. So let me explain. And if you guys are following my channel and my readings and stuff, you guys already know this, but I always like to explain this for everybody that's new. Is everybody, whether you're man or woman, you have a masculine energy and a feminine energy within you. When you're too much in your masculine energy, you become too protective, too like almost like possessive. You just want to protect and you want to provide for. It's a lot more feistier energy. It's yeah, like protective, feisty energy. So you might find yourself being extra defensive. You may even get mad more if you're too much in your masculine. Now, if you're too much in your feminine, that means that you're very gentle, kind, and loving. You listen and you're empathetic. It's very nurturing kind of energy. But when you're too much in your feminine, that's where people can start to take advantage of you and kind of yeah, walk right all over you. So now the energies are asking you, Yvette, that when you are in a relationship, or if you're single or in a relationship, it's asking you to balance both of the energies within you. I feel like you've been very masculine lately. Your masculinity has been dominant, and then one of the reasons for this is because you've been wanting to make sure that everybody's taken care of, that this obligation is done, that this deadline is met, that this responsibility is done. And that's kind of like a part of your masculinity, where you're very protective and in making sure that everything and everyone is provided for. And so the universe is kind of asking you to step back a little bit and get into your feminine nature, where you're just a little bit more calm and relaxed and take a breath. Like you need to take a breath right now, especially when it comes to love. Like I feel like you're the one that puts a lot more energy into it, and the universe is asking you to back away a little bit, become a little bit more feminine. Like, when was the last time you took yourself shopping? When was the last time you did something for yourself that you wanted to? When was the last time you bought something for yourself that you wanted to, just for the hell of it, just because you liked it, just because you wanted to treat yourself? That's what the energy is right now. Is in order to attract love, whether you're single or in a relationship, in order to attract love and feeling the genuine love that you want to feel from another person, from yourself, you have to do it first for yourself. You have to give yourself the love first. So, that comes to the next card, actually. This makes a lot of sense. That comes to the card over here, which is the energy field adjustment card, aura cleansing and health. My boyfriend just lit Palo Santo, and it smells so good. Palo Santo, like, it takes you to a different dimension. It gives you like this trance, like, I don't know. Is it just me? Okay. So energy field adjustment. Yvette, whether you're in a relationship or if you're single, it's time to cleanse. It's time to cleanse. Your love energy needs to be cleansed. Now, the first thing that pops up into my head is the biggest way that I cleanse myself is using my hair. Hair absorbs energy. Hair is very sacred. Hair is like our antennas, you know, it kind of reaches out and absorbs the energy and reaches into the cosmos. Like hair is very, very sacred. So a huge thing that I do when I want to cleanse myself is maybe not get a full on haircut, but I'll even take a little bit of hair and just chop it off. And it makes a really big difference. Even if it's just one side of your hair, like a little piece of your hair from the back, and you just chop a little bit off, it cleanses your energy. If you don't want to do that, you can use sage, you can use Palo Santo. Definitely a cleansing. Now, if you're in a relationship, you need to do a cleansing of the relationship, which means keep crystals like obsidian, onyx, black crystals, tourmaline around a photo of you and your partner. And if you're single, Yvette, then put that same crystal around a picture of yourself to harmonize the relationship you have with your spirit so that you can heal whatever love issues you may have that are preventing you from moving forward. The next card is the Adrift card. So here it says to let go, allowing a higher force to take charge for a time. This goes very hand in hand with the masculine energy. Masculine energy is more like you're trying to control the outcome. You want to know, like you want to know what's going to happen here, what's going to happen here. You have to have this thing in your life go this certain way. Otherwise, you're going to feel like you don't have control, you know? So the message for you, Eve, kind of release control, which means pampering yourself, like focus on you right now, whether you're in a relationship or not. The way that you can get the results that you want in your love life is to give yourself a lot of attention and energy, which means pampering yourself, take a bath, use some very like, you know, nice oil on your skin, and just that's the only thing that I can think of. Like whenever I need to pamper myself, I use my oils. So if you guys don't know, I have my own facial oil. It's on my Etsy store. It's very high vibration. It has oils, it has crystals, and it has herbs in it. And I like to use that when, especially on the days where I know I need an energy field adjustment, where I need to cleanse my energy, where I need to get my headspace right, where I need to ground myself. Use something like, even you could even do this with your favorite perfume. Make sure that it has the ingredients that you love, and you can ground yourself using that, and you can open up different chakras using that. So I feel like that's something you need to focus on, is yourself, because once you can activate all your chakras, you can heal your blocks. You can move forward in your love life in a way where everything just flows to you the way you want it to. So that was your reading, Yvette. Thank you so much for donating. Let me see who else was next. Anna Maria. Okay, so Anna Maria, if you're still in the chat, let me know what you want your reading to be on. I'm going to give you like a minute or two. If not, then I'm just going to be pulling from whatever deck that is calling to me. So, Anna, are you in here? Okay, I don't see Anna. You're welcome, Yvette. Okay, so we're going to move on from Anna to Tanya. Needs guidance. Okay, so we're just going to, okay, for guidance, I'm going to be pulling from a special deck of mine. Lately, I've been gravitating towards this deck a lot. So I'm gravitating towards it right now too. Oh, Anna, you just broke up with your boyfriend and you want to start a new life. Okay, Anna, I'm going to do your reading right after I do Tanya's reading. Okay, so I'm guided to this deck for Tanya's reading. What was Tanya's reading? Guidance. All right. So I want to explain before I do this reading. For anybody that needs guidance, whoa, the shadows on this look so bad. Okay. It's okay. Okay. Before I start Tanya's reading, Navratri just started today. Navratri is honoring the goddess Durga, which has 9 forms. Durga is a reincarnation of Shiva's wife. This is Shiva, and this is his wife Parvati or Shakti. And she is a reincarnation. She is the one that has the 9 forms. So this is a time to celebrate her femininity, the demons she fought, her power, her nurturing, her motherliness. Like, we're celebrating her and her 9 forms. But Durga is like the main one. So Ganesh is her son. And so we're going to be reading from his deck right now for you, Tanya. So let's see what messages come through for you. This was just guidance, like any guidance that you need. Let's see. So, okay. We have 3 cards that came out, and I think, should I take all 3? Or 4 cards that came out. All right, we're going to take all 4 and read all 4. So the first card that comes up for you, Tanya, this is guidance for all of us collectively too. If you guys are here and joining me on this reading, then there's a message in this reading for all of us. So the first card is the Innocence card. So here he is asking us to bring out our inner child. It's like healing this relationship with our inner child. A lot of the times when we're children, we have these images and dreams and visions and beliefs, right? And then as soon as we get into adulthood and we see and experience real life, we change, right? Our beliefs change, and it's the world is a little bit more harsher, and that like kind of makes our belief systems a little bit more harsher. So he's asking us right now to go into that more innocent time of our life. What are some things that we wanted to do as children? What are some things that we wanted to do as kids? What are some things that we love to do as kids and children? Now he's asking us to tap in. Oh, I think I hear my cats. So there's this cat that has been coming around our neighborhood and fighting with my cats. It's really bad. And I think we just heard, if you guys heard that, like my boyfriend went out to check. That cat is so bad. He comes and just bullies my cats, but they should be okay. My boyfriend, he's good at getting them. But so innocence. Basically, this is asking us to reconnect with that time of our life that we think we shouldn't because we're adults now. You know, that time of our life where we just play, just have fun, just allow ourselves to relax and not feel so guilty over it, not feel so like as soon as you sit down on the couch, as soon as you turn on a TV show, in the back of your mind it's like, wait, I should be doing something else, or wait, I could be cleaning, or wait, I could be doing this, or wait, I could be, it's like chaos. And so Ganesh energy is asking us to stop, relax. Right now is the time to relax your energy. Go back to your innocence. Go back to when you were a kid where you didn't care. Like you just were able to relax and it was like natural. Now it's like you feel like when you relax, it's not natural because you trained yourself to become like that. And he's saying don't train yourself to become like that. It's okay to relax. It's okay to take a break. You got to learn that. Okay, the next message is belonging. So I actually had a reading this morning that I pulled this card for this person. And this was such a beautiful message of like, for so long in our life, and this has to do a lot with the innocence card. It has a lot to do with your childhood, Tanya, which is in your childhood, you never felt like you belonged. You never felt like you fit in. And now Ganesh is telling you the path that you're going on, you can already feel it. Like you are attracting people and communities and friends that now, when you conversate with these people, you have this feeling of belonging. Like you're like, wow, I never felt like I fit in here and here and here. And now all of a sudden it could just be one person, or it could be one community. It could be a TV show. Like it could be something, but something in your life is making you feel like you belong. It could be a movie you just saw. It could be a deity that has just like, you've just been awakened to. It could be your spirit guides, your ancestors, like something or someone, an energy, a spirit, a new job, something in your life is making you feel like you belong, and it's pulling you towards it, but you're not completely 100% going towards it because you have fears and insecurities. This message has come up in every single reading that we've done today. Clear your energy. So this is a collective message for all of us, and I feel like this message is so amplified. This is very, very important with the new moon energy we had yesterday, with the Navratri starting today. This is very, very strong message that we keep on getting. It's clear your energy. So that means, like, I'm going to actually do it right now for myself and also for, like, all of us collectively. Here. No, I'm actually going to light my Palo Santo just to protect my energy and you, like, everybody that's watching. And especially Tanya. Let's see, like this, I'm just doing this for everybody, but definitely, what is it? Clear your energy. I want to look at the card really quickly. Yeah. Okay. There's another message that comes through in this card that I kind of want to teach you guys this. I've been wanting to do a video on this. And I probably will do a video very, very soon. But right now, I'm going to show you like a quick version of how I do it. So I love to light Palo Santo first. I love to light Palo Santo to clear the energy. It smells so good. By the way, I got this from the dollar store. Do you guys, how cute is that? How cute. It's from the Dollar Tree. I only found one. But how I like to use that is basically, I feel like it's a connection to my own crown chakra, my third eye chakra. So I light candles in there that has to do with mind and crown chakra. I felt like sharing that with you guys. Okay, so this is actually a gift that my boyfriend bought me. It's a little dagger, and this is a really, really good way to, oh, that looks so bad. This is a really, really good way to cleanse your energy and to cut attachments, cut toxic cut toxic cords, just cut away any negativity around you, anything that anyone is sending your way. So basically what you do is you take a knife or a dagger and you just kind of cut everywhere around you. I learned this from the Arabic witch. If you guys watch her, Shireen, on YouTube, I love her because she teaches you so many good things. And this is something that I learned from her, is to kind of just go around your body and just kind of cut. You want to cut away negative things, negative energies. Yeah, cut the air, not yourself. Please be careful when you're doing this. Don't like wave it around when you have people around, kids around, your animals around. Just be careful when you do it. The next card that comes up is spiritual practice. Now, this message, you wanted spiritual guidance, and the guidance here is to gravitate towards what practice makes you feel confident within yourself. What practice do you go towards, whether it's practicing worshiping Ganesh or working with Ganesh? You can work with Durga, you can work with Elegua, you can work with Obatala, like whoever it is you gravitate towards, Jesus, the universe, like whatever it is, work with it, explore it, and work with it more, Tanya. So really, like whatever it is you believe in, and if you don't even know what you believe in, if you kind of are starting that path right now, then gravitate towards what calls to you, gravitate towards something that calls to you. So that is your reading. Now the next one, Anna Maria. Okay, so you just broke up with your boyfriend and want to start a new life. Okay, so I feel like this reading is also collective for anybody that wants to start something new that has to do with love. This is the message that is going to be coming up for you. Let me pull. Okay, Anna, let me see what deck I want to pull from. Since this is a kind of like a, I want to pull from this deck. This is a Whispers of Love deck. I just got this deck, so I'm going to Ayo. What are the meaning of butterflies, yellow and black? Okay, so that message really, really resonated with me. I feel, oh my God, the lighting. Okay, so I've been seeing butterflies a lot too. Butterflies are a very, very good thing. Butterflies are a symbol of transformation, and also look up the colors. Yellow is a color of happiness, of warmth, of love and laughter. And then black is a color of creation. Basically, black is a color of source, the universe. So that's really interesting that you keep seeing those colors. And then, so this is kind of has to do with your transformation. But for this reading is for Anna. All right. Anna. Okay, so we're gonna pull cards for Anna. Just broke up with her boyfriend. Okay, so let's see what comes through for you. What messages you want to hear, or what messages you need to hear. Start a new life. Let's see what messages come. Okay. So there's two cards that came up. The first one is the number 11. That's very auspicious. That's very lucky. Like, I feel like you're very aligned just off seeing that number alone. You're very, very aligned to the universe right now. So whatever you think about, you're going to attract. So be careful of the things that you think about. Be careful of the things that you surround yourself with. And this card is look to your inner strength. You are stronger than you realize. All right. This is very, very important for you to understand this. Okay, so Anna, you're very aligned. I feel like right now in your life, you see a lot of synchronicity. You see repeating numbers, or you keep seeing the same animal, the same color, the same car, same number, same song keeps repeating. Something in your life is repetitive. And you need to pay attention to what that is, because it's like a message that the universe keeps sending to you to remind you of your own inner strength. So like right now, for me too, like I feel like this is a collective energy for all of us. We all see something that is repeating. For me, it's Ganesh. I keep seeing elephants and his statue, his talisman, his amulet everywhere. We park in a parking lot and literally the car next to us will have him in it. And so look to something that keeps repeating in your life is a message that the universe or your higher self, God, whatever you believe in, is trying to send you that message. So pay attention to that message, because it's going to unlock this hidden power that you have within you that you haven't been able to bring out because of past circumstances, limiting beliefs, whatever it is. Or now that your third eye is kind of opening, I feel like you're going to be more aware of these synchronicities and these signs. The next message that comes up for you, Anna, is to appreciate this moment. Every situation is an opportunity to grow and find love. Okay, so okay, let me take a moment right now. Okay. This message is telling me that whether you get back with your boyfriend, because it may be like, it may not be completely over. It like there could be like a line where there may have been a miscommunication. I don't know. I feel like that kind of energy where there may have been something where it's not completely over, or maybe you guys can still be friends or something. Like I feel like you guys will still be in each other's life somehow. And it's a synchronistic connection. Like I feel like you both can feel it. There's some kind of supernaturalness there. Like there's definitely some kind of divinity in the relationship. Not in the relationship, but in both of your guys' energy has like divine aspects to it. Also, now the universe is asking you to start to live in the moment, and this is like an energy we keep getting, is to live in the moment. So stop living in the hurts of your past. Stop living in the trauma of your past, and stop living in the stress and the worry of the future. Now the cards are asking you to come, bring yourself, bring your body, bring your spirit and your mind back inside your body so that you can live right now, right here. Like, for example, today, like I asked this of Katrina too. What are you doing today, right now? How are you dressed? How are you feeling? Are you happy in whatever you're doing, whether you're alone with someone, whatever? It's very important for us to start feeling happy in whatever we're doing in the present moment. Like right now, I'm sitting here with you guys doing what I love. I am reading for you guys, connecting with people who are on the same vibration as I am. What can I better ask for? I have my boyfriend, the love of my life, right there. I have my wine glass, which, by the way, my boyfriend just got me this for my birthday. You guys know, if you guys can see, I love cats. I love cats. And so he got this for me. But yeah, this is a huge message, is appreciate everything in every moment. Like this moment right now. Yeah, there's so many things I have to be stressed about and worried about. But in this moment right now, I'm really excited to be doing something I love. So in this moment, are you doing something you're loving? Are you doing something that is exciting you? And make sure to give yourself some kind of happiness in every single moment that you're in. It's very, very important, especially right now with this super like good auspicious energy and the energy of the new moon we just had, especially where we're in Libra. Libra is very calm and serene. And when you are calm, you'll notice a lot of manifestations coming your way. And that's something we're not taught to do. We're not taught to be calm. We're taught like, oh my God, I have to go to work. I have to do this. I have to pay this bill. I have to blah, 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 blah. And that's how our life is, chaotic. So when you can calm your energy, that's really, really good. Okay. The next person I want to read for is Michelle Miller. But my boyfriend wrote me a list of all the sweet people that gave donations. So I want to get to all of you guys. I don't like, that's so sweet of you guys. So I want to do a reading for you guys first. So my boyfriend said a lot of people have been asking. I'm not even able to look at the chat right now. So he's keeping track. Okay. Rena, like, right? Rena Funderburg.
What? No.
I just did Anna.
No, you did Anna Maria. You didn't do Anna.
Oh, I did Anna Rodriguez. Okay, Anna Rodriguez. So your question is, what does the card say for me feeling at a loss? He wrote me a list, so I'm looking over the list.
What are you confused about?
No, I'm just reading what her question was. What does the card say for me feeling at a loss? The reason I was looking for that for a while is because I was kind of trying to see what deck should I pull that from? Feeling at a loss. Okay. Roses are very high vibration. We want to read this message from a very, very high vibration. I almost want to show you guys my altar, but then I almost don't, because your altar is very, very sacred. So altars are very personal and intimate. So if you guys have altars, and like, I know sometimes people post pictures of their altars on Instagram or Facebook or whatever, but try not to. That's my advice. Try to keep your altar sacred to yourself. But sometimes I do reveal a little bit of what I'm doing, like my rituals and stuff. If you're a member of my Patreon, you guys get to see a lot of personal things on Patreon. No, I don't think this is the deck we should read from, or is it? Yes, it is. Okay. I'm going to see if there's one more message. I'm going to pull one more. Now, let's pull from this deck. I feel like there's a few messages that need to come out for this. Let's see what's at the bottom of this. All right, I see what's going on here. Okay, Anna Rodriguez. The first card that comes up for you is to take a break. So, a life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. Okay, the next card that comes up is true love. This love is once in a lifetime. Okay. I feel like you have been like at a nonstop. Like you're just like go, 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 work, 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 busy, busy, busy. And you haven't been able to give yourself. I feel like what you're going through right now is a burnout. A burnout is like when you overwork yourself, you overthink, you never take a break, you never take any time for yourself. And all of a sudden you feel this feeling at a loss, right? You feel exhausted. You feel like you don't even know what's going on. You feel so confused, mental fog, like just turmoil and like chaotic, right? That's a burnout. I feel like you burnt yourself out. You burnt your energy out. And so that's why you keep that. I think that's a collective reading for a bunch of us is we're burning ourselves out. So a huge message is to take a break. And there's a lady here that is walking into water. If you guys can see, you see that lady right there. She's walking in water and just taking a break and like she's embracing the natural flow, just embracing, just relaxing with nature. And I feel like that's what you need right now, Anna, is just to relax and like if you can go out in nature, if you can go to the beach, the park, camping, what else? Like to a creek near your house if you have one. Just connect yourself with nature because I feel like it's really going to help your spirit and help you connect more with your intuition, with your higher self, with your spirit. And I feel like that's what you need right now. And also, I feel like there's a relationship in your life, whether it's a romantic relationship or a relationship with your friends, family, coworkers. There's a relationship in your life that you are not seeing. You're not seeing how much this person really genuinely loves you and cares for you, whether it's romantic or not. But it's definitely calling for you to pay attention to a specific relationship in your life and to look at it in a new perspective, to look at it with a fresh pair of eyes almost, because this person I feel like has been really there for you, and like this person has been so attentive to you, so genuinely cares for you, really, really acknowledges you and asks about you, like asks you how you're doing, really, like I feel like that person is always there, but you don't pay attention to that person. You don't really take that person seriously, or I don't know what the case is, but there's definitely a person that needs your attention in your life right now because they've given you so much of their attention, and now it's time for you to look at it, to see it, to realize it, and to embrace it. And a lot of this feeling where you feel like you're at a loss, where you feel like at the bottom of the pit, like you feel like you're at the lowest, right? If you can connect with this person, I don't know who this person is. It could even be your pet. Like maybe you've been neglecting a pet of yours, or neglecting a family member of yours, neglecting your spouse, your kids, your best friend, something. Reconnect with that relationship, because I feel like that loss you feel is because there has been a detachment from a certain relationship in your life. So that was your reading, Anna. The next person I have is Oracle Katrina. This question is, should I give Tony? Should I give Tony a chance to ask me out? Okay. So I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. I don't do readings like this. I don't do readings where people ask me like, oh, when is my husband going to come back? When is my partner going to come back? Are they going to come back? Or should I give this person a chance? Should I continue with this relationship? I think this is where the misconception of tarot readings come in. Tarot does not predict the future, and tarot does not tell you what to do. Tarot gives you a reading. Tarot gives you a sense of what the energy is right now. So the way you actually asked the way you actually asked this question the way you actually asked this question is actually really good. Should I give Tony a chance to ask me out? So this is kind of like you're inviting guidance, right? You want guidance, you want clarity on what you should do. So what deck should I? So if any of you guys want guidance on a specific question you may have had in your life, we're going to do that reading right now. And I think Katrina gave us that opening. So should I give them a chance? Should I give this a chance? That is kind of what we're focusing on, right? Okay, so let's see what comes up. Any messages for Katrina? Any messages? Maybe I'm pulling from the wrong deck. Am I pulling from the wrong deck? Yeah. Let's try a different deck. Okay. We'll try from this one. Since it is a love deck. Yeah. We were pulling from the wrong deck. So okay. This actually gives me a lot of clarity. The card that you got, Katrina, is Sanctuary. If you can see that mermaid is sitting in her bath, completely at bliss with herself, completely in tune and aligned with her energy. She does not give a shit about the world, about anyone else, any other energy. Like, I feel like she's not even influenced with TV, social media. Like, yeah, she's cleansing and cleaning. My boyfriend made a good point. Cleansing and cleaning herself. It's a cleanse. And this is such a huge message in this whole live stream, you guys. I feel like we all need to do a cleansing. Like I'm going to be doing a cleansing. If you guys, when this live stream is done, you guys go do a cleansing. It's a huge message. Do you guys see how it keeps popping up? But this card is saying that now it's a time for you to tap into your privacy, your personal space, respected boundaries and taboos. Okay, Katrina. You asked, should I give Tony a chance to ask me out? And collectively, I feel like the message here is, should we take this chance? If anybody has that question of, should we take this chance? Yes, take the chance. Yes, take the chance, because you have the 28 card. 8 plus 2 is 10. 1 is the number of creation. So you never know what you could be creating. And don't ever be afraid to take a chance, because if you never take chances, you're going to be in a very boring, stagnant energy in your life. So always listen to your gut. The cards and the energy is saying, yes, give it a chance, but you have to know your limits and you have to know your boundaries. You have to know what is okay with you and what is not okay with you. And it's very important for you to make that clear with your partner, make that clear with the job you're going into, make that clear with any venture that you're setting out for, because I feel like there's definitely this energy where we're starting a new journey. And in this new journey, because of everything we've ever learned in our past, whether this is a new relationship, new job, new path, new home, new energy, new food, like whatever it is, make sure that you know that from your past experiences, now you know, be aware of what you want moving forward and what you don't want moving forward. So Katrina, give it a chance, but also make your boundaries clear, and make sure that you know what you want and what is respectful, and you make that clear to the other person, the other party, whatever this may be, a relationship, job, whatever. But in Katrina's case, it seems like it's a new relationship. So, go try it out. You never know what it could blossom into. And the fact that around this energy, the time of this beautiful energy, you're asking this question, what a beautiful time to ask guidance. And the guidance is to, yes, venture out in this new path. new relationship, new person, whatever. But make sure that you always let your boundaries be known and communicate. It's very important to communicate. Okay, the next reading was for Jules. Rena?
Yeah, she donated, but she didn't tell us what she wanted, but she's in the chat asking.
Oh, Rena. I hope I'm saying your name right. If you're still, sorry, I'm like burping all over the place. Rena, if you're still in the chat, go ahead and send me your question and I will do your reading for you. But we're gonna move on because I don't see Rena. So, oh, there it is. Like everyone else, I'm focused on my romantic relationship. Funny thing, we are both Libras and in transformation at this time. So, is there any question you want, or just guidance from the deck? Is there anything you want to focus on, or you just want me to pull from any deck? Rena? Just guidance? Okay. I don't know. For you, I feel this energy, the Ganesh deck, whenever I'm drawn to it, it's super loving. Like I feel like the only energy that draws me into this deck is pure love. So do you see that? Did you see how that popped out? I feel like Ganesh has a message for you, and the message is beginnings. So whatever is going on in your life right now, whatever this transformation is, if there's something ending, and this is a collective reading for everybody as well, if there's something ending in your life right now, let it end. Let it go. If it was meant to come back to you, it has to come back to you after you learn certain things. And if it's a person, then that person learns certain things. But definitely right now, there needs to be like a period of space. Because new beginnings, like there has to be new beginnings, whether this is a current relationship. If it is a current relationship, then there needs to be a time of space. Even if you guys are still together, you live together, but there has to be like if you have a partner, it seems like they're right now, you need to let them do their own thing and you do your own thing. Even if you live together, like if they love to, I don't know, play video games, let them do it. And then if you love to do something else, like obviously you're into spirituality, maybe you love to research and read about spirituality. You guys need to take time out to feed your spirit and feed your soul the things that you love, so you guys can come back to the relationship in such a whole, happy, content individual being. So what you're bringing to the relationship is two very happy, content beings. Imagine you're putting two of those energies into one relationship. That's what keeps it going. So make sure that you guys give each other time to do what each other loves. And if you're not in a relationship, then begin that process of giving yourself what you love. I feel like maybe you haven't been doing that. Maybe you have not. Maybe you've been wanting to go get your nails done for a while. Sorry, I'm going to fix my posture a little bit. Maybe you guys have been trying to, I don't know, get a massage for a while. Maybe you guys have been trying to go buy yourself a new purse or buy yourself a new pair of pants, anything. Like, do something for yourself. This is a huge message for everybody that's not in a relationship right now. Do something for yourself. And even if you are in a relationship, it's time for you to do something for yourself. It's beginnings, the card of one. That's where it starts, is us. If we're not happy within our core, then any relationship we start, any job we start, any money that comes into our life, anything, it's not going to go 100%. We have to be 100% right here in our core. Like, I feel like this is like our little energy ball right here, right? It needs to be 100%. And we need to focus on making this 100% so that when it goes out and it spreads out into the universe, it only magnetizes 100% of everything else into our life, if that makes sense. So that was your reading. I hope that that gave you a little bit of clarity and guidance. Okay, the next, where's the next one?
The next one is give me all the paperwork.
he said, give me all the paperwork. Okay, well, I'm going to read some of the comments while he tells me which reading was next. Oh my gosh, Rita, he loves video games. my boyfriend loves video games too. I think that's the first thing that popped up into my mind. I think that's something we're like also experiencing is giving each other time to do things that grow each other's spirit. Where his stuff that he likes is different, stuff that I like is different. And sometimes when we come into a relationship, it's like we've been taught to merge our relationship in such a way where we sacrifice a piece of ourselves. And I don't feel like that's completely right, because if I stop doing something that I love and if he stops doing something he loves, we come into this relationship. It's like this resentment that comes in. My boyfriend just got. So do you guys remember the kitty cat that I found? I think it was a months ago. She's almost 6 months. But this is her now. We found her right underneath where we set up our altar, actually, where we do a lot of our work. We found her on the night after the full moon. And she was a little tiny baby. Do you guys remember her? She will never ever stay this still. So the fact that she's really still right now,
Because she was in a fight.
either she's traumatized by the fight she just had, or I don't know. I don't know. She's never this still. She's such a bad kitty, like a rebellious child. Like she won't listen. She'll do whatever she wants.
Are you ready?
I see us doing this, but as we are getting closer, more loving, it's been 16 years on our road. That's actually really beautiful that you guys have cultivated this energy for 16 years. You guys have kept the energy going. That's very beautiful. Okay, next reading
is this one. She was in a toxic relationship for a long time. She just got out. She wants to cleanse her life, all that stuff.
Jules.
Yeah.
Okay, Jules, if you're still in the chat, I'm going to be doing your reading next. So
She wants to know what's the best. She's in the process of leaving a toxic relationship. In the process of it, what's the best way to cleanse her energy of all the negativity she allowed in her life?
Okay. How to cleanse your energy after a toxic relationship. Negativity that you allowed. Okay, the first thing I want to say is, like, I'm really, really proud of you of being aware of that. There's so many people and still clients I still get till this day that wonder why their relationship status is the way it is, why their relationships go the way they do. And you're very aware. You're very, very aware that you allow certain things into your life. And for me, I was in a really toxic relationship for like 10 years. And it was because I allowed a lot of this behavior in my life. Like I allowed it. Not like, I'm not going to lie. And so it's very powerful for you to become aware of that, because like that's all I can say. It's very, very powerful. So I was automatically drawn to this deck. So for Jules, how to cleanse the negativity that you allowed, how to basically get rid of it, right? How to move forward and allow better things into your life. First card that I see that comes up. So 3 cards jumped out. So this basically is not just a reading for Jules, it's kind of collective for how to get rid of things we allow in our life that we should not be allowing in our life. And 10 years since you were 18. Oh, that's so weird. That's very, very weird. Okay, Jules. So we're going to just get started. The first card that comes up is Love Who You Are. This is okay, and the number is 8. 8 is a number of infinity. 8 is an infinite number. That was my dog. It is the number just of abundance and unlimitedness. Limitlessness. So it's just no limits, just continuous. So when you love who you are, there's no limit to how much you love yourself. There's no limit to how much you can give yourself and love yourself. Yeah, there's probably limits on how much you can love your job or another person or an animal, whatever. But when it comes to loving who you are, there's not a lot of boundaries and limits besides the ones we create for ourselves. So now the cards are asking you, where in your life are you limiting yourself from feeling completely 100%, from living in your truth, from living in a way that you can show yourself how much you love yourself. Where in your life are you limiting yourself from all of that? The next card is forgiveness. So this is a card that says nothing is gained by holding on to past disappointments. The number is 29. 9 plus 2, 11. This is the number of creation. This is a number of like creation, decluttering. I feel like you need to declutter resentments and grudges that you've been holding on to. I actually have a video on my channel where I describe to you guys, like actually I reveal a lot of my childhood in that video and like the things that I've been through in my childhood regarding my dad. But I feel like this is energy like that too, where there's somebody in your childhood or even a past relationship that really traumatized and really scarred you that you need to cultivate forgiveness for. Forgiveness is never ever for the other person. Like the other person can go to hell. Like forgiveness is never for them. Forgiveness is for us. Forgiveness is us allowing ourselves to let us know, I forgive you for being in this relationship. I forgive you for putting your energy in this path or whatever. Like whatever you need to forgive yourself for. I forgive you for ignoring your own needs. I forgive you for neglecting your own spirit. It's not you. I forgive myself. You have to have this conversation with yourself. And from like the best way, I'm just gonna talk to you guys about how I would do it. I would write a letter to myself. Dear Cethel, I forgive you for this. I forgive you for allowing yourself to take this kind of behavior from another person. I forgive you for this. I forgive you for that. Forgive yourself first for everything that you're holding a grudge onto. Say if you're holding a grudge on someone else, right? I want you to go inwards and look at yourself and first look at, okay, I forgive myself for being in this kind of a position. I forgive myself for allowing this kind of treatment, blah, 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 whatever it is. From there, go one step further and forgive the people. Because here is where you gain true power and mastery. This is like mastery, is where you can forgive another person, where you know that person was wrong and you know that person hurt you, but you have so much self-mastery that you can say, I forgive you, I let you go, you don't hold power over me anymore, I'm done with you, like, I'm done with what you did, I'm done with the way you hurt me, I forgive you, I let you go be on your journey, go rot or thrive, whatever you need to do. It's forgiveness to me. So I feel like that's a huge energy too. And the last energy that comes up is listen with your heart. So you are listening, but need to hear with a loving heart. Again, you got the number 1 card. First, you got 11, you got the card of infinity, and then you have 1. So stop letting outside things influence you. Stop letting outside opinions and TV shows and advice channels, like, I don't know, books, whatever you're doing, stop letting outside things influence your decisions. I feel like you are going to everyone that you can think of for advice. You're going to books and blogs and readings and all this stuff for advice. But now the cards are saying, okay, wait, it's okay for you to get advice. It's okay for you to get, opinions and stuff, but don't let it influence your decision moving forward. I feel like now it's the time for you to listen to yourself. What have you been wanting? What do you want in love? Like a lot of times we think that love means marriage and kids, but that's not for everybody. To certain people, love could mean finding a companion to travel the world with. Like love is different for everyone. And so now it's asking you, what is the love that you want? What is the love that you have with yourself? What is love to you apart from what you were taught love is? So that's a huge message that is for you, Jules. I hope that reading gave a little bit of clarity and guidance. So the next one is forgiveness. That's the thing I have the toughest time with and need to do it for myself. Forgiveness is hard. Forgiveness, let's see something collectively, and even for you, Jules, something that we all need in order to forgive easier. Okay, actually 2 cards came out. So for forgiveness, for anybody that's having trouble with forgiveness, surrender to your soul's path. Your life's journey has been perfectly designed for your soul's growth. Embrace every lesson and every moment. Give yourself credit. A huge reason you're not able to forgive so easily is because you're not giving yourself enough credit. Like, okay, you went through something and you're just like, oh my God, I went through this. Oh my God, this did this to me. Oh my God, now I have these triggers. Now I'm anxious about this. This experience made me this way. Now the universe is asking you to start to look at it differently. Now the universe is saying, you know what? Yeah, I went through it. I went through it. I freaking went through it. I'm on the other side. So give yourself credit for what you've overcome and surrender to setting limits. This is a card that's saying it's healthy to set boundaries in relationships. So we got this card before too, setting your boundaries. I think this was in one of Katrina's readings. Practice expressing your needs and remember that no is a complete sentence. Okay. I feel like you might be a person that is too much in your feminine energy, which means you're too gentle, you're too caring and too kind to a point where people know that they can make you feel sorry for them and they can get what they want. You know what I'm saying? So be a little bit more, bring out a little bit more of your masculine side. Whereas, which means if you want to say no, say no. This doesn't mean you have to fight to say no. You have to argue or you have to say it in a mean way. If you have to lie, then lie. Like, no, I can't do that. I have to do something else. You know, just if you need to say no, you need to say no. It's very important for your soul and your spirit and your forgiveness process to say no to people, to say no to projects, to say no to certain things because you need some time. You need to take some time for yourself. You need to take some time to go through all of these thoughts in your head that you've just been burying under the surface. So that is a huge message for you is you just got to relax and say no when you need to say no and go within and ask yourself certain questions because it will help you forgive and release. The next reading is for Michelle. Okay, Michelle, if you're still in the chat, Michelle, what do you want me to do a reading on? And let's get started with that reading. Meanwhile, I'm just going to kind of go through the comments. Tanya, it's me as well. I need to set boundaries. I feel like a lot of us need to set boundaries. Okay, I don't see any message from Michelle. Manisha, your hair color? My hair color? How do I personally forgive? Personally, I will write a letter to myself, first of all. First thing I'll do is write a letter to myself, forgiving myself for everything I could have done that led me to experience whatever that was. And then I'll write a letter to that person, maybe. But for me, writing is a huge tool of releasing, and writing is a huge tool for how to forgive. And then, like, especially during the time of the full moon, if you can write letters like that, forgiving yourself, forgiving other people, and then you can burn that on the night of the full moon. Okay, so I don't see Michelle, so I'm going to go to the next person, which was SPR. SPR, if you're still here, I'm going to be doing your reading next, and it's stuck in a rut, feels like life is on pause, and you need guidance. All right, so this automatically, I just want to pull from my Ganesh deck. So for SPR, I'm going to be pulling from my Ganesh deck, and we're going to be collectively too. So anybody that's been feeling like we're stuck in a rut or we feel like life is on pause and you just need some guidance. Alrighty. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. So this is a card that popped up. This is the decision card, and the number is 31. which is the number 4. 4 to me represents the elements of air, water, fire, earth, and north, east, west, south. So this is like a foundation. This is like foundation, making your decision. When you make a decision, what happens? It's like something is set. You just set something in motion. You set a decision in motion. You set an energy in motion. So I feel like a lot of us collectively, even, and for you, SPR, is you're stuck in a rut because it's hard to make a decision. Oh my God, in Libra energy right now, the new moon is in Libra. So it's like Libras have a very hard time making a decision. And I feel like that's a huge issue right now, is like you don't know exactly where you need to go, exactly what you need to be doing. And a lot of it is because it's like mental fog. It's fogginess clouding up your mind in where you should go. And also outside influences. A lot of just outside thinking about what people are going to think, other people's opinions, what other people value versus what you value. So right now, the energy is very strong in guiding you to make a decision. So what is it that you want your path to look like? What is it you want your relationship to look like? What is it that you want your life to look like? And apart from the influence of what you've been taught it needs to look like, apart from what you think is, or what you've been taught is right, or what you should be doing, what is it you want to do? What path you want to take? What makes you happy? Ask yourself and make your decisions based on your intuition, based on your gut, your higher self. That's kind of what the reading for you is all about, is making decisions and sticking by your decisions, listening to your inner voice, listening to your own guidance. And if something excites you, then go towards it. If there's a certain job offer you get and it's really exciting, but you think like, I can't go towards it because what is my family going to think? Or what is everybody going to think because it's not a normal job? Or, it could be anything in your life, not even just a job, but something that you are gravitating towards, but you won't let yourself gravitate towards it. It's like you're blocking the natural flow of your spirit because you're suppressing that aspect of something you love. So that's a huge message for you, is to make a decision and move forward in that decision. Move forward having confidence in your decision, because we have the energy of Ganesh saying that it's okay to move forward. So the next reading that we have is Michelle. Okay, Michelle, I finally see you. Okay. You just want guidance. So what I'm going to be pulling for Michelle, let me see. After Michelle, that is it for readings. I'm like getting super tired and I have a few other things I want to talk about before the reading. So Michelle, and this is collective too. So guidance for everybody. Yeah, I'm going to pick from this deck. Okay, so we got 2 cards. I'm going to pull. So this is like a... Oh, okay. So the first card that comes up is Breaking the Chain. So this is collective. I feel like this is also for Michelle, but it's also for all of us. So breaking the chain, ancestral patterns, healing, and rewriting the future. So what were we just talking about? This is a huge energy that's going on right now. Is basically there have been certain patterns from our traditions, maybe our culture, our religion, how we grew up, that are now breaking. And a lot of times when these patterns break, you feel guilt because it's something you've been taught all your life. It's been something that's been engraved in you for so long. And now that you're breaking out of it, you feel like, okay, wait, is this right or is this wrong? Like, should I? Is it safe? And so the message here is that it's okay. Like, these patterns are breaking, these chains are breaking, and you're probably freaking out, and it's making your life change. It's transformation energy, and it's chaotic and scary because you're going into something new. But the message here is that it's okay. It's a healing process. A lot of times when we heal, it's we go to from one vibration to a different vibration. When we're not healed, we're at a lower vibration, and when we heal, we move a vibration up because it's that strong of an energy. So that's what we're doing. And because we are breaking this chain of ancestral patterns, of past beliefs, of limiting beliefs from the past, we're rewriting our future. We're one step closer. We're one step more connected to our creation of our own future, to having a hand in the creation of our own future. And that comes to the second card. This is going to be the last card that I'm going to be reading. So this is that you're already doing it. Stop overthinking and keep facing to your true north. Keep facing forward. Keep moving forward. Sometimes when we're living our life, trying to move forward toward a goal, a relationship, whatever it is, what holds us back? The past. Things that have happened in the past. Things that have happened in the past that make us scared to move into the future. Just stupid things from the past that make us scared. And I feel like that's been a huge thing that has been going on in even your life and even collectively everyone else's life. So the message here is that you are already doing it. You're already on the path you need to be on. Trust yourself and keep moving forward. No matter how hard it seems, keep moving forward. If you have a hard day, do something to clear your energy. Light some sage, light some Palo Santo, drink some peppermint tea. You could ring a bell. Bells are really good for clearing energy, or a singing bowl. Like, it completely changes the vibration of your own body and everything around you. So do something that will help you clear your energy on a day that you feel like you're off. But other than that, keep moving forward and keep going forward. That's your guidance. Like, do not stop because you're about to hit a breakthrough. Like, you've already been through the darkness, right? Look at this lady right here. She has walked through the dark, and she sees a little bit of the light, and she kept walking towards it, kept walking towards it, and now she's like, should I keep moving forward? Like, I don't know. But the energy is saying, and the universe is saying, keep moving forward. Don't stop, because sometimes people stop right at the verge of uncovering something great. So that was all the readings for today. I'm going to go ahead and read some of the comments. Can you?
Yeah.
I will be writing a letter about forgiveness to myself tonight as well. I need to forgive someone very close to me. Tanya, I love that. Like, that's a really healing thing, especially with this Libra energy. This Libra energy is very calm and serene. So everything you need to do, rituals, letting go, releasing, attracting, it's like the energy that is dominant right now is like just bringing in what you need to bring in calmly and lovingly and blissfully, but also releasing what you need to release calmly and lovingly. Thank you. Half of what?
Oh, shit.
Hi, I'm Craig. The comments are going so fast.
No, just keep it. No.
Anna, your reading was spot on. I'm blown away. Lately, I keep seeing things related to spirituality. I've always been an atheist, felt empty inside. 4 months ago, I discovered I had a cyst that destroyed half my liver, and I had surgery. Stayed 2 months in the hospital. Wow, excruciating pain. Everybody would call or visit me, would tell me the exact same thing. Maybe it's time for you to change something in your life. That was my wake-up call. And when I realized I accepted it, all the pain disappeared. Now I feel amazing. I started watching you a few other channels, and I had this awakening. As you said, things started to manifest for me once I started to be aligned, grateful, and pay attention to my thoughts, become more crystals. Oh, wow, Anna, that's very, very powerful. Okay, so I want to say something about what you just said. Is a lot of times when we don't deal with what we need to be dealing with, what we need to let go, what we need to heal, that stuff gets suppressed within us, hidden in different corners. We keep suppressing it and suppressing it. It manifests in our physical body. Like, if you get lower back pain, if you get throat pain, headaches, um, it's all symbols and signals from your body telling you, hey, Like there's an aspect of your spirituality that you need to take care of because it's starting to manifest physically. If you have backaches, your root chakra, lower backaches, root chakra is off. It's your state, your stability, your foundation, your ability to feel safe in your own world, in your own life. That goes off when you have root chakra issues. And root chakra issues, when they manifest into physical pain, a lot of the times it manifests as lower back pain. Throat chakra, you get sore throats, you know, you lose your voice a lot. It's your throat chakra, your communication, your expression is struggling. Headaches, like if you feel like you have a lot of headaches, it's your crown chakra and your third eye chakra that is struggling. So a lot of these, like you can even Google it, spiritual pain. I don't know how you would Google that. Spiritual or physical pain in spiritual ways. I don't know. But there's definitely ways you can Google it and find out like which area of your body hurts and why spiritually. I just wanted to tell you that you're a ray of light in my life, and I'm so grateful I found you. I'm so grateful you found me. Hello, I'm a Taurus. Hi, Brandon. My boyfriend is also a Taurus. What would you say is like the most dominant thing about a Taurus? What would you say is the most dominant aspect of a Taurus? Aggressiveness? Would you agree, Brandon? Is that like a trait you resonate with? Aggressiveness?
Quick to be aggressive.
Quick to be aggressive? Yeah. Do you guys have like anger issues? Like you just snap really quick? My boyfriend said, calm down a little bit. That's making me mad. Well, I have a Pisces boyfriend and he is distracted easily. That's me. I get distracted easily. Oh, so my boyfriend's brother is Pisces and he says, yeah, his brother gets distracted easily. Okay, so I'm not going to be doing, they'll say hi. Thank you so much for joining me, but I'm not going to be doing any more readings today. If you guys are interested in readings, I actually have two specials going on right now on my Etsy store, where one of the specials is just $5.55. And then I have a Navratri reading that is going to be going for 9 days, which you can purchase there too. So for 9 days, I'm going to be working with the goddess Durga energy to do the readings. So if you guys are interested in that, head over to Etsy and my boyfriend will link it somewhere over here. And then also, if you guys want more readings from me, go to Patreon. Thank you guys for everybody that's already a Patreon. Your support has been helping me so much. I've been able to make so much time to make more content. You guys have been noticing I've been putting out more videos on my YouTube channel. I am doing 4 videos a week. And that's because I introduced Tarot Tuesdays, which I think 2 Tuesdays a month for right now. I'm going to be uploading like messages from Ganesh. So we're going to be channeling messages from him on 2 Tuesdays a month. So I've been able to do all of this because of Patreon. So and also on Patreon, you guys can get exclusive photos of my personal rituals. Are the readings done live or video or something else? It's a video reading. So basically, I will get a question from you or whatever you want to discuss in the reading. I'll film the reading and then I will send you a private link to it. Yes, I also have email readings. So my boyfriend just reminded me. I have email readings that are up on Etsy right now too. So I pull the cards and I will email you your reading, 1 to 3 paragraphs, whatever messages come through. But the next thing I wanted to talk to you guys about was Shungite crystals. I've been really drawn to this crystal and I've been using it in my life lately and I wanted to talk to you guys about it. So here is a Shungite that I have. This is a Shungite poundstone. It's basically a very like black stone, I would say. And so it's a carbon-based stone. My boyfriend studies crystals a lot. So it's a carbon-based stone and it's a detoxifying stone. So this is a crystal that you can actually put in your water. And I've been doing that without even knowing. So I like to smoke hookah a lot. When I smoke hookah, hookah is not drugs. Hookah is tobacco or molasses. You can smoke tea leaves. I love to smoke like different kinds of essential oils in my tea leaves, and it's it's not a bad thing. I get judged for it so many times. But I like to put this with my hookah, and I've noticed such a difference in my energy.
No, no, finish.
My boyfriend is standing behind the camera, raising his hand like he has a question. What?
No, mention it. I'll tell you about Shungite.
You want to come talk about Shungite?
You mentioned it.
All right. So from what I know about this stone is that from what I've here's the thing. I like to work with crystals and not know anything about it and then work with it. So I started to work with Shungite. I started gravitating towards it and I knew nothing about it. So what I experienced with it was calming of my energy. So I I was in my masculine energy a lot for the past few weeks, months, for a long time, where I was very feisty and aggressive, and little things would make me snap. And I was too much into my masculine energy. And I started gravitating towards this. When I wanted to change that aspect of myself, I made a decision, right? Decisions are very, very important. You have to make the decision, and that's when the universe can start giving you the tools you need, bringing you the situations and circumstances and people you need, right? So I made the decision that I don't want to live my life in that way. And I started gravitating towards this crystal. And I started to use it in my hookah water. And I also started to kind of hold it in my palms. I started to have it around me. I don't know why, for some reason, when I do the dishes, I like to have it in front of me. And I found out later from my boyfriend that it's a very healing crystal that detoxifies your energy. And if you put it in water, it changes the DNA structure of the water where it's very healing and detoxing. Yes.
Proven to have pheromones which are proven to detox your body and energize it again.
So there's an ingredient in here which is scientifically proven to detox your body. And right?
Yeah, it's like it changed the whole crystal game when it came out that it has that like it physically changes your body scientifically. Scientists have actually proven it in
So scientists have actually proven that if it has physical transformative properties on your body. So that was very interesting to me. And this is a crystal. I did a video on my channel where I talked to you guys about 5 crystals you could put in your water. I'm going to do a part 2. And this is going to be one of the crystals because this is another crystal you could put in your water. It's very, very healing. It's so powerful. The energy is very, very calming. So if you're somebody that wants to tap into more of your gentle side, use this crystal. Yes.
Okay, Shungite comes from the town of Shunga in Russia, where they keep using Shungite to purify their water for thousands and thousands of years. They still do it to this day.
I can't remember all that. You got to say it.
Right.
Okay, so my boyfriend's going to tell you guys a really
No,
fun fact.
no.
Say it. Just say it. They could hear you from the camera. I can't say it. That's too much information. Shungite comes from a place in Russia called Shunga, where they have been purifying their water with Shungite crystals for thousands of years, which I think that's actually very beautiful.
They do it to this day.
They do it till this day?
Yeah, to this day. And the Russian government has programs where they actually put Shungite in their water to purify it for their public water.
So the Russian government actually has programs where they put this in their water to purify their water, which I think is interesting. I never knew that. For me, this is stuff I'm just learning about Shungite. Like I said, I like to work with my crystals before I know anything about them because I want to know what connection I have with them. And a lot of the times it resonates with what the actual energy is. So, yes, what?
There's another property of Shungite. It's called it EMF absorber. It absorbs electric radiation, and that's really common in Russia. So that might be useful why Russia is compiling all that stuff and using it because it sucks up radiation. So microwaves, laptops, cell phones.
Okay, so Shungite is a crystal that sucks EMT and radiation.
EMF.
EMF, not EMT,
Electromagnetic
not
waves.
EMT. EMF and electromagnetic waves. So this is
Okay.
a crystal that I've seen a lot of people use to put their cell phones on top of it. You could actually you could put it on top of your cell phone, or you could put your cell phone on top of it, and it just protects from all of those radioactive waves and stuff. Microwaves. You could. I think that's why I never knew why I felt such a connection to this crystal in the kitchen. I always felt like I wanted to keep it in the kitchen, and especially near like my water gallon, and also just in the kitchen where there's like a lot of like your microwave, so this is something that really really protects you from that, especially when your phone, there's a lot of places that have shungite plates where you could put your phone on top of your laptop, your iPad, and it really just helps with those kinds of waves. And yes.
Proof that it absorbs radiation, so it might be good for like cancer cells to rub it on that to just maybe absorb the negativity.
So my boyfriend made a really good point. Like holistically, it's not proven, but since it does all of this healing from radiation and EMF and stuff, it would be really good if you have like illnesses like cancer, even maybe to rub it on that area of your body. Crystals are very, very sacred and very powerful. And if you can believe in it more and more, I feel like you can really work with these crystals to heal so much. And shungite is a really powerful one. Jessica, I found you one night when I was really, really sad. I went upstairs in the middle of the night and used someone else's computer, and you popped up before I signed into my account. Oh, that's so weird. I'm so glad you found me, Jessica. I'm really glad to have you here. Cal Arden, light shines brighter in the dark. Cal is my boyfriend, you guys. Cal is my boyfriend. Alicia, you and your boyfriend are gonna get married. I feel like we already are. we we bicker like married people from the time we wake up to the time we go to sleep. Actually, yes. Today we're gonna have a lot of. Actually, this whole week we've been putting up so many listings. If you guys are familiar with my Etsy store, head over there because we have so many neat things up there right now. And my boyfriend is in the middle of putting up new listings that we've been working on. New things we have charged with this new moon water new moon water. This new moon we just had, we actually just charged new moon water. If you guys want to know how I charge my own water for the new moon, I list all my ingredients, the whole process on Patreon. If you guys are interested, go ahead and head over there. I even have pictures, which, oh my God, you guys, last night we did a new moon ritual, and my boyfriend took a picture of the ritual, and there was like a really, really deep synchronicity in the photo. The flame turned into a star, and I've never seen anything like that in my life. But if you guys are interested in seeing the photo and everything that happened, everything I used, and then head over to Patreon. I'm gonna read some more comments. So, also we have a sale going up in the store. I want to give you guys a coupon code. Do you have the coupon code? So my boyfriend is going to make a coupon code right now for you guys if you guys are interested in heading to my Etsy. Only Jesus Christ is real. Those no Hindu gods, they're just fake idols. Do you believe in Jesus Christ? That's very offensive to me, and that actually makes me really, really mad. And the fact that I have my Durga stuff going on, I have Shiva candles going on, like I have a lot of things going on right now on my altar where their energy is being like offerings and stuff. So the fact that you said that, I feel sorry for you. That's all I'm going to say. I feel it too. He's really in love with you. Thank you, Katrina. That was very, very offensive. Like that really.
Okay, I got it.
That really made me mad. But
it's a 15% coupon code.
15%? He's going to give you 15%.
And the coupon code is sorry for you.
Okay, you guys. for everybody that's here in my live chat and for everybody who's going to be watching afterwards, we have a coupon code for you. Can you post it?
Yeah, I'll post it.
So my boyfriend's going to post the coupon code for all of you guys. He's giving you 15% off anything in the store. Go ahead and use that.
I think it's on top of the already 20% coupon, 20% sale on the rest of the huge stuff.
Oh yeah, there's also another sale going on in the store already. So I think you're going to get 15% off on top of that. So yeah, he'll post that, and then after the live stream is done, I'll post that right underneath the link to my store. Yeah. Thanks for the tip about using patchouli to help my husband. I was putting a blend on and he asked straight away what it was, so it's definitely going to work. Patchouli is definitely going to work. If you guys have issues with your work or even love or money, patchouli is very, very, very strong. I'm going to grab my patchouli really quickly so I can show you guys. Okay. Here I have my own patchouli, which I will be selling in my Etsy store starting tomorrow. I actually have a video going up tomorrow on how you can use patchouli in all different kinds of ways. So I'm going to move this. And I'm going to show you guys. Patchouli is my favorite herb to work with. My favorite herb to work with. Like, if I die, bury me in my casket with patchouli. Like, I love patchouli that much. And this is what patchouli looks like. Stay tuned for tomorrow's video because it's all about 10 ways you can use patchouli in candles, in your bedroom, in your car, money, love, all that good stuff. So use patchouli. Patchouli is so strong, and patchouli is one of those herbs I feel like really, if you have a block or an obstacle in your path, patchouli will like run it over. Like it will trample it, if that's a word. Trample. It will walk right all over it. I feel like the only example I could give is like it's a lawnmower and it will just like cut through it no matter what. So patchouli is very, very strong. It's very beautiful. The energy is not just loving, but it's also, it'll get it done. Like whatever your intention is, it'll get it done. Patchouli is very, very strong. And my patchouli is always charged in the same room as my altar, the same room as all my herbs and high vibrational crystals. All of my herbs and crystals and everything I sell in my Etsy store, it's contained in this one environment where it's very high vibration, it's clean, and it's charged with different crystals and deities and my spirit guides, like, and I'm in that room right now. So like if you guys can feel it, then that's where I keep all my herbs, and it's charged there 24/7. But stay tuned for the uses of patchouli for tomorrow's video. Okay. All right, I see it. I'm so sorry.
Right.
Let me do it. Oh, it's okay, Pam. I don't know. I feel like not just me, like not just Hindu gods, but any god. Like people could believe in Jesus, people believe in Buddha, people believe in Orishas, hoodoo, voodoo, like whatever you believe in, you know. It's not our right to demean anyone's belief or judge them. Like people believe in Lucifer. It's like it's their belief, and if it serves them, if they're going on about their life, if they're happy and they're content, that's not our place. It's not our place. Yeah, it's about positivity on my channel. Like I don't care what you believe in. You could believe in yourself. You could believe in the universe. You could believe in Lucifer. I love Lucifer. You could believe in Ganesh. I love Ganesh. You could believe in Kali. You could believe in Lego, Obatala. You could believe in Jesus. I don't care. I love that you believe in something. I love the love that you have in your belief. That's what inspires me, is when somebody believes in something or someone or an energy. It's that belief that inspires me, the love that comes from that belief. That is the powerful thing, you know? And so I get really offended. And I also believe in like everybody's belief, right? Like I believe in my Durga and Kali. I have I have a Shiva thing going on. I have a lot of stuff going on here for my deities, my, whatever I believe in. So I always believe that, especially when you're offering them stuff and then somebody comes your way and demeans them. I don't know. I just got really offended. Anyways, let's see what else is going on. Can I answer a question, Christiana? Yes, I can answer a question. I'm going to answer your question and then I'm going to get into talking about Navratri. I actually wrote down some notes here. So, what is your question, Christiana? Hi, Soul Talker. Namaste. Christiana, I would like to know if Patricia is pregnant of Carlos.
What is it?
I don't understand. I don't understand that question. Do you want me to tell you if Patricia is pregnant with Carlos's baby? I don't do readings like that. I feel like I don't want to get involved in a reading like that. Yes. Yeah, I don't do readings like that. Like I always say tarot and I don't know, like I wouldn't do a reading like that because I always feel like there's more going on. And also like I feel like that's a question kind of like I had this reading from this man who wanted to know his wife had left him. His wife had left him to go live with another man and it was he believed and from what his wife told him was she was living with that man because they were just friends. I mean, I don't know what the story was. I don't know, honestly. But he wanted to know what date or when his wife was coming home. And I was like, tarot readings are never like that. And if somebody gives, in my opinion, if somebody gives you a tarot reading where they can tell you when a specific person is coming back to you, I feel like that's fake because tarot doesn't do that. I feel like tarot and readings and stuff, they allow you to let you know what the energy is right now so that you can know and gain clarity and guidance in how to move forward. This is a misconception of tarot and readings and oracle cards is and psychics even. Well, I can't speak for a psychic, so I don't know. But like that we could tell that tarot readers can tell the future. No, 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 no. We don't tell the future. I feel like that's because I feel like everybody has the ability to create our own future. But I personally don't do readings like that. I'm sure there are people out there that do readings like that, and I'm actually pretty certain that there are people out there that could answer your question better than I could. I just don't do readings like that. I don't tap into energy like that of like knowing exactly what and exactly when like things are gonna happen or whose pregnancy it is. I feel like my readings are a little bit different, gravitated a little bit in a different path. David says, were you always so spiritual? How did you develop your awareness? That question, I feel like if I started to answer that question, it would go so deep. But
Bullet points,
quick, like yeah, my boyfriend's like bullet points, quick. Okay, 3 bullet points. If I have 3 bullet points to give you right now, were you always so spiritual? I was always spiritual ever since I was a little kid. This is actually something I probably never even told anybody, but when I was a little kid, I felt like I was so different that I was sent here by aliens and they kept an eye on me and like I was like from a different world. Like that's something I believed when I was little because I was so different. And the second thing, yes, my boyfriend's over there like this.
You don't always have to be. Sometimes you're spiritually aware without even knowing that you're spiritually aware.
Actually, yeah, that's true. My boyfriend said that sometimes you don't even know you're spiritual. You don't even know you're spiritually aware.
Like video games a lot, and then something else turns out to be like, drove me to ask towards like why the gods, you know,
Okay,
if
so
you
he made a really good point, but let me get through with my two different bullet points, and then I'm gonna get like he actually said something really interesting. If there's a lot of like males or if a lot of females who have friends or people who are into video games, I feel like we're gonna get into that next. But the second thing is when I was around 16 years old, I entered my spirituality in a whole like it was very very transformative because my mom introduced me to a different path that I was used to. And this path that she introduced me to was um,
tribal,
tribal,
tribalistic,
tribalistic, and I never felt more whole in my life. I always felt like something was missing because my dad was never a part of my life, and I always thought that okay, maybe this piece of me that I'm missing is because my dad's not in my life. But that was not the case because when I found this path that I started following, I never felt more whole. I never felt more happy. I never felt more like me. Like I understood where I came from, where I belong, what I am. And
the square fit, the square.
yeah, like my boyfriend just said, the square fit in the square. It just felt a fit. It fit and like it was like you take a full breath of air and you let the breath out and you just know. I That's how I can explain it. And so when I was 16 years old is when I was first introduced to my path, and it was life changing. You could be introduced at any age. A lot of the times, it's after a traumatic experience that you are introduced to your path, to your spirituality. And the third bullet point that I would say, how did I develop my awareness? Read, consume knowledge, feed yourself knowledge, feed yourself videos on YouTube, feed yourself books, feed yourself conversations with people, not like actually literally. Is that what you're laughing at? Feed yourself books. I'll read that in a little bit, but feed yourself knowledge. Like the more and more you could feed yourself, the more and more your brain develops. Your brain is working and moving, and there's energy there. There's actually this guy on YouTube. I forgot his name, but he talked about how a lot of the times, and I feel like a lot of you guys deal with this too, is we're very much in our own head. Even if we're having a conversation with someone else right in front of our face, they could be talking, but in our head we have 5 billion things going on too. We're having a conversation in our own head while they're having a conversation with us. And a lot of the times that's a lot of energy right here in our third eye and crown chakra area. That's what makes us feel like we're going crazy, we're going insane, we can't understand our thoughts, like we're mentally clogged up, we're confused. And so he's mentioned something about how we need to release that energy from our mind, and that how do you release energy from your mind? You have to do something creative. You have to dance or draw, sing, do something creative, something that has to do with passion, your own passion. That's how you release the energy of your head. And if you don't release the energy in your head, I feel like that's where stuff like, it's like a bomb. Yeah, like you have anxiety grows, depression grows, sadness, anger, guilt, fear, low vibrational feelings start to hate. Hate's a big one. Resentment, grudges, um, they grow in your mind, and it can manifest in ways that you don't want, like hair loss, wrinkles, um, what else? Like a what else? Dry hair, stress. Your face starts changing. You notice when you look in the mirror, you just look stressed out, and it's because it's so much energy right here. You have to release that energy. If you have to write, like write in a journal, but just do something to release that energy in your mind. Yeah.
Read Terry's comment.
Terry?
Yeah.
Okay, so Terry says learning more every day, but being visited by something at night. Hopefully, it didn't bring something in during my ritual. Do you know? So, my boyfriend has an opinion on this one. Yeah.
Sometimes evil spirits come in. That's fine. Sometimes spirits, they're just playful, friendly. Sometimes they want to play tricks on you. It's not always, even if it looks bad, it's not always evil. evil spirits will directly go evil. Sometimes spirits will just play around and mess with you. So, like fairies.
Okay, so this goes into something that I have not talked about on my channel, Terry, but I feel like I want to introduce it on my channel right now. So you said you're learning more every day, but you're being visited by something at night. So I've had a few people in my family experience this. My boyfriend has even experienced this where something like kind of visits them at nighttime and it's like a shadow like figure, right? Yeah. And here's what we both believe actually, that sometimes, yes, because it scares us, because we're not used to this kind of stuff, we're not used to this energy, we're not used to seeing, like,
we don't know.
You don't know what it is, you don't know where it came from, like, you don't, it's something very, very different than us human beings, so we freak out, right? So a lot of the times it's not always something negative, and I truly, truly believe this is we get scared because it's different. We get scared because we're not used to it. We get scared because we're not taught how to handle it, how to, what to do when we see these things, right? So yes, yeah, so we fear what we don't know. And you did not bring anything in during your ritual, which is another point actually that I want to make, which is something I have right here. And I give these out as free gifts. Actually, if you guys purchase $100 or more, I give free gifts on for your order. This is one of them. It's cleansing candles that I prepare myself with herbs, oils, and crystals. So I have this going next to my Durga. So whoever like that person was that like was dissing on Hindu gods. Yeah. So yeah, like you always want to have a protection candle or herb or crystal going on near you whenever you're doing any kind of work. Spiritually, you can feel yourself transforming, you know you're going through some changes. Keep something that will protect your energy. It could even be as simple as, let me show you guys. I might have a few of these up in my store right now, but it could be something as simple as an evil eye. I recently had a very, 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 very close friend of mine that I feel like, I will never hate on her. She has taught me so much. She's actually, I credit a lot of who I am to the things she's taught me. But I feel like the more successful you become, sometimes like you vibrationally change and you lose a lot of dear people in your life because vibrationally they're different. And so I keep the evil eye around me a little bit more because I feel like, I don't know, the more and more that I'm growing, the more and more people are not liking it or not resonating, not on the same vibrational frequency, and they don't understand it, so they take it as something else. So I just want to protect myself and my energy. And so I keep an evil eye with me. So I think that's another thing, keep an evil eye with you, but it's not always something bad, sometimes just protect yourself. And for me personally, like I will work with it. Try to find a way to work with it. Maybe you like write a letter to it, like, hey, like, I'm not here to hurt you. I don't hate you, whatever you're here for. But like, I don't know, find a way to work with. That's what I would do. Okay, let me see. Learning more every day, but being visited. Oh, I just read that one. Christy says, I train Valentine or practice yoga to relax my mind, and my husband goes out on his motorbike. But Kirsty, don't you find the relationship is so much better? Like, I feel like a few days, like if my boyfriend has his time alone to do whatever he needs, play his video games or whatever, like brings him happiness and joy, right? And then I have time in my day to bring myself joy and do whatever makes me happy. And then you come back to your relationship and both of you guys are happy and relaxed. It's such a whole new, different relationship. And so that's such a good thing. And Cal, my boyfriend, says we should never hold our other back from what makes them smile. Yeah, that's a huge thing. Sometimes we, especially if you're in a relationship for a longer period of time, you have to uphold that. You have to make sure that your partner's doing something that's making them happy, and you have to make sure you're doing something that's making you happy, because otherwise the relationship just kind of falls apart. You have to pay attention to yourself too. and come together in the relationship, and then pay attention to the relationship in a place where you're building a foundation where both of you guys are stable. Both of you guys' root chakras are stable. So when you build your relationship foundation, the root chakra of your relationship is like double strong, like nobody can break it. You know what I'm saying? I have one of your silver evil eye necklace on all the time. That's really good, Terry. Keep that on you. Whenever you have like a full moon or a new moon, keep it under the full moon or new moon energy to any evil eye that people have sent that your necklace has absorbed. It will kind of send it back to them. Okay. Okay, so it's already 2 hours in, and I haven't even talked about the most important thing I wanted to talk about, which was Navratri. So Navratri starts today. I'm going to talk to you guys about what Navratri is, what I'm going to be doing for Navratri. Yeah, all the symbolism and everything. So let's get right into it. I might do this. I might do preparing my own Navratri candle for Durga, and I will film the whole thing and I'll put it up on Patreon. So if you guys are Patreon members, you'll get that. If you're not, and if you're interested in to see how I do my rituals and how I honor the goddess around this time, you guys can go over to Patreon. But I'm gonna kind of explain a little bit of this. Okay. So I don't know everything about Navratri, but I'm going to explain to you guys what I know, how I work with the energy, and how I personally celebrate it. So Navratri is something that is celebrated for a period of 9 days. It starts today, which is October 29th, or no, September 29th, and it ends on October 8th, Tuesday, October 8th. So it's 9 days of consecutive celebrations, offerings, meditation, and relaxation. We're celebrating the 9 forms of the Hindu goddess Durga. I want to show you guys because this is what is actually on my altar. I just pulled her off the altar. This is the photo that I have of her. I have it laminated and I have it fully charged. As soon as I picked her off my altar, my candle started going crazy. So I'm gonna put her back. So yeah, that's how I kind of worship her. I'm still in the middle of getting a statue of her. I really, really want a beautiful statue of her. But that's what I use right now. And so we're celebrating 9 forms of her. And who is her? She is like a reincarnation of Parvati, which is Shiva's wife. And if you guys know on my channel, I work with Shiva a lot. I work with Shiva energy a lot. A lot of the times I feel like my boyfriend is like a reincarnation of the god Shiva. He's very, very like spiritually and like his habits too are very similar to Shiva's habits, like always constant state of meditation, calm, strong. Like he just reminds me a lot. So I feel like I really connect with this celebration, this holiday. And it's also a celebration of her win over a demon. So it's her victory over evil and her victory over the ego. So Kali, if I have a photo of Kali, no, I don't. Kali is that goddess. I wish I had a photo so I could show you guys.
I'll get the thing. Keep doing.
Actually, in my tarot deck right there. So I think my boyfriend's gonna find a picture of Kali for everybody that doesn't know. But she's born from complete rage. She was born from Durga's rage. So she is an incarnation of Kali. I mean of Durga. So this is Kali. She looks very, very dangerous. She's so she is an incarnation of Durga in her rage form, where she saw so much corruption and bad things going on that she got so angry that Kali was birthed from her. Kali was birthed from her. And I have my Shiva candles right here. But basically, when Kali was going on her rampage, she was just killing demons everywhere, and she was just in a completely entranced in rage. Like, forgive me if I don't have the story completely right. This is from whatever I know, but when Kali was completely enraged, nothing could stop her except Shiva. Shiva went and just laid down in front of her, and as soon as she was going to kill him. She looked at him. She became aware that he's there, and she finally stopped. Her rage finally came to an end. And so I feel like that's another huge aspect of me. I feel like if anybody can calm my rage, it's my boyfriend. And so that's another reason why I feel like this energy is very, very strong for me. Yeah. You want to tell a story?
To you real quick, during Navratri, these two prayers in Fiji, where Durga would come on people. So it's very easy for her to communicate with people during this time. She's sending messages
Oh.
faster, so if thoughts come into your mind, she might be like trying to communicate.
Okay, so my boyfriend actually said something really interesting, and I resonate with this a lot. So he grew up in Fiji Islands, where a lot of worship of Kali, Durga, Shiva is very dominant. It's very tribal like. Communities come together. It's like everybody there worships and practices, you know. And he said that a lot of times the energy of Kali, the energy of Durga around this time especially will come onto the energy will be present or almost possess like bodies of people and send messages through them.
You will turn into an avatar.
You almost like turn into an avatar for them. And I've actually seen this. And a lot of times like you receive messages from them, and a lot of people don't understand this. A lot of people think that somebody's just going crazy or somebody's just like losing their mind or whatever. But a lot of times if you can be calm enough, and as soon as you notice yourself like receiving these messages, have somebody that you trust and go to a room alone. Like go be alone and have somebody that you trust there with you so that you guys can just sit there, meditate, and any messages that come in you can share with them or you can share with yourself, write it down. But I feel like around this time, who those of us that are aligned with this feminine energy, this really powerful feminine energy, you'll receive messages. And a lot of the times when feminine messages come through, it's a little nerve-wracking, a little bit scary, but accept the messages. And if you feel like you're sometimes for me it feels like a panic attack. It feels like anxiety. But it's like your heart rate goes up. But in reality, if I go meditate, if I light some incense and I just sit down alone with myself, and I'll have my boyfriend with me or not, whatever you feel, and you pay attention to the messages, then you'll receive the guidance that you need. And so that's another huge message of this time. Yeah.
Something people do they could do. They're actually worshiping Durga during Navratri. Tell the people that they see sometimes when you have to impale their tongues and all that stuff. They do it because they're in such a trance that they show that they don't feel any pain because they're in so much love Durga.
They could do.
They could do South Indian people do. They could do, and other Indian people sometimes do it. Or else you'll see it.
Oh, so actually, a lot of my Indian followers, do you guys know about this? Where it's a time where there's like this worship or this dance that happens, and it's called Tirkuttu. And my boyfriend's mom talks about this all the time too. And it's where they do this dance, and then they impale their tongue.
Their tongues, their bodies. They show that they're feeling no pain.
So they impale their tongues in their bodies, and it's a symbolism that they're showing that they don't feel no pain. They don't feel any pain because they're so entranced with the energy of Durga or Kali. They're so entranced with the love. They're so entranced with that energy.
They use it to shoot and inflame them. And the entire time they're dancing and clapping and singing while going to the temple. So they use it to shoot and inflame them.
So they use a trishul, which is something that looks kind of like a trident, like in Little Mermaid. What's Little Mermaid's dad's Zeus or trident? Poseidon. Poseidon hold that trident, and they impale their bodies and their tongues with tridents and knives and stuff.
Correct.
Okay, so something just happened on my altar, which I will deal with later. But yeah, so they impale their bodies and their tongues and with this like trident or knives to show that they don't feel any pain because they're so entranced and they're so engulfed in that loving energy. They're so engulfed in that feminine energy. Like it's such a beautiful thing, even though it is kind of weird, but it is really beautiful. And when you watch their dance and their trance and their belief, it's really, really beautiful.
And they don't bleed a single drop of blood.
Yeah, that's another weird thing is they don't bleed. Like as much as they impale themselves, they will not bleed a single drop of blood, which I always found really fascinating.
And these are the same people that do the fire walking.
Yeah, these are the same people that do the fire walking.
The whole thing is they do their daily prayer where they do basically a parade to where the ritual is taken at night where they do the fire walking.
So the parade is in the daytime?
Yeah, the parade happens in the daytime. The prayer happens in the morning. They do a parade. They take you to where the ritual is at night, and then at night they do the fire walking.
So they at nighttime is when they do the fire walking ritual, and in the daytime is where they have like the parade and impaling. So it's a very beautiful process that they do. And then also, what else did I want to? Oh, so this whole Navratri season of 9 days, it's every single day you honor a different form of Durga. So one of the days is her dark form, one of her days is her more nurturing form, one of her days is her more like she transformed to please her husband Shiva form. So it's different forms of her throughout this 9 days, and each of the 9 days is a different offering that you give to her different form. One day it's more like rice pudding. One day it's more fruits. One day it's more something else. One day it's more something else. So I don't go that much into detail because I'm not familiar with all of that just yet. Like I feel like I don't know enough to do the whole 9 days of offerings and the whole 9 days of ritual and stuff. So what I do is I have an altar where I set up her photo, her statue, crystals for her favorite herbs and candles and everything. And I'll worship her that way. And I'll worship her, not just her, but all her 9 forms in that way, or every single day. She loves, I want to tell you guys the things that she loves. So if you guys want to work with her, she loves red flowers, red fruits, red stuff. Like she's a very huge lover of red. She's a goddess that brings into your life strength, compassion, and courage. She also brings, if you have like a stressful, chaotic situation going on in your life, a struggle going on in your life, she brings the solution. She brings the answers. She brings you ways to resolve it. She also helps remove our limitations. So this is very, very powerful, actually. So any limiting belief that you have had since childhood, right? Whether it has to do with money, love, career, finances, anything where you feel less than you should be feeling, any limiting beliefs that are preventing you from moving forward, she's a destroyer of limiting beliefs. So if you work with her throughout these 9 days in any way that you can work with her, she doesn't judge. She loves her children. Any way you can work with her. She really helps to remove your limitations. Also, if you find a statue of her in her Abhay Mudra pose, which is a pose where she's like holding her palm up, like giving you her blessing, this pose is her pose for removal of fear, freedom from fear. This is something I want to get my hands on because the photo that I have, it's not in her Abhay Mudra pose. I want to get a statue of Durga of her Abhay Mudra pose. So my birthday is actually coming up in like 2 days, and I feel like this is something I want to give to myself as my birthday gift is a statue of her in her Abhay Mudra pose for freedom from fear, which I think, I mean, who wouldn't benefit from that, right? And so yeah, that's kind of all I wanted to say. Also, if you guys are interested in Durga readings from me, I'm going to be doing the readings right next to my altar. I have her work going on. I have crystals around her. I feel like she's really, really happy. And so I'm going to be doing readings right in front of her. So if you guys are interested in my Navratri special readings, go head over to my Etsy store and I will have those going on. I have not even looked at the chat because I didn't want to get distracted. I'm so sorry. I didn't want to get distracted. I wanted to get all this information out to you guys because I get emails all throughout the day asking all of these questions. So I wanted to make sure that I push the information out and then I can read the comments. Rena says, I'm at the beginning something of my Reiki study and I'm unfamiliar with the celebration, but I'm taking notes so that I can see what I can connect with. Yeah, whatever you connect with, follow it. Some people are not going to be connected to Navratri energy. Some people are not going to be connected to Ganesh energy. Some people will not be connected to tarot energy. It's where you're driven towards, where you gravitate towards. Like, yeah.
And sometimes you don't gravitate towards it right now doesn't mean later on in life you will.
Yeah, like my boyfriend made a good point. Sometimes you won't gravitate towards certain things right now, but later, eventually, you will. When the time is right, or you won't. It just depends on your energy, what aligns and clicks. It's like a puzzle. We gravitate towards pieces that fit.
We are the person we were yesterday.
That's a really good point. We are not the person we were yesterday. And if you are the person you were yesterday, if you are still the person you were 5 years ago, if you're still the person you were 10 years ago, you're not growing, you're not changing, you're not evolving, maybe you should reevaluate some things. Indra says, can you give advice how to let go? Huh? Oh, that's weird, right? You want to show the necklace? So we actually have a product up in my store right now, which has a lot to do with Indra, your first name, Indra. It's a very, very powerful thing. And so I feel like it's very synchronistic that you asked this question. Can you give advice how to let go? Letting go is different for every single person. Every person lets go differently. And this is something I had to learn in a hard way because I always felt like I'm having so many issues letting go of this and this and this. And like there's something wrong with me, or I can't let go, or I'm depressed, or I'm anxious because I can't let this go. But everybody lets go of things differently. You have to give yourself your own time. You have to give yourself nurture. Like, yeah, my boyfriend wants to say something.
That's with your nature. This is thinking that it represents some Vidyana Buddhism.
Actually, I feel like maybe this is synchronistic for you. Is we have this up in our store right now. This is Indra.
The Vajra.
This is the Vajra,
It's the weapon.
which is the weapon that Indra uses.
And also, it's used as a symbol in Buddhism to symbolizes when someone reaches letting go of the material world and becoming Buddha. That's what it symbolizes.
That's actually, wow. My boyfriend actually gave this to me as a gift as well, this is called the Vajra, which was the weapon of Indra. And in Buddhism, this is used in the Vajrayana Buddhism. This is used as a tool that represents attaining enlightenment to a point where you can let go of materialistic things and people, environments, feelings, emotions, behavioral patterns, relationships.
Where you become one.
Whatever you need to let go of that is preventing you from becoming one with the universe, with the cosmos, with your spirit. This is a very, very powerful. So I always thought, let me show you if I can find it. The yantra.
Yeah.
So I have been using the Sri yantra for years, and it's been the main reason for probably more than 50% of my manifestations coming true. This right here, which stay tuned. I'm gonna have these up in my store very, very soon. And I always use these to charge my water with these. I use these to cleanse my candles. I use these to what do I do with it? I use it for so many different things. I put it behind photos. Like I use it to charge my statues. I use it to charge my herbs. I use it to charge my oils. Like it's very, very powerful. This right here, the what is it called? I don't like it's very hard for me to remember the name. Vajra. This symbol is stronger than this symbol. And this symbol is very, very ancient and it's been used for so long. And it's been used, it's the oldest civilization in the entire world. And it looks like the infinity, kind of like the infinity. And it's basically this symbol and almost like a formula to let go of anything and everything that does not serve you anymore, and kind of just fight through your life and fight through your battles in a way where you release whatever's blocking you, where you let go and leave behind the things that are not serving you in your life anymore. So it's very, very powerful. Materialistic things, spiritual things, emotional things, physical things, whatever things are in your way, this is very powerful to release and let go of those things. If you're going through a breakup, I feel like this is something you should work with and keep around you. It's very, very powerful. And I actually have a little pendant that I wear. That's my boyfriend's necklace. I have a smaller one. So in my shop, I have the bigger one and the smaller one if you guys want to purchase those. Yeah.
In Sumeria, in Mesopotamia, which is the oldest civilization, that symbol appears, and Zeus shoots lightning out of his hand. The Vajra is a weapon that shoots lightning out of his hand, right? Zeus shoots lightning out of his hand. Jupiter shoots lightning out of his hand. Indra shoots lightning out of his hand. Yangshu, the Chinese one, whatever.
Oh, so in the ancient lores, my boyfriend just actually told me. I don't know why he doesn't come on screen. Like it would be so easier, so much easier. Zeus shoots lightning out of the something that is out of his hands.
Jupiter does.
Jupiter also does the same thing. There is a Chinese god that does the same thing. So it's like everything is connected, and all the cultures and deities and like the masculine figures, they somehow are connected with this. And it's this connection of like coming into your own power, but coming into your own power in a way where you release what's holding you back. And I feel like that's very, very powerful. Like I wear that necklace a lot of the times. I don't know. I didn't know the full meaning of it. My boyfriend actually studies a lot of this, and he teaches me a lot about symbols like that. What? He can come on the live. We promise. We nice people. I tell him all the time, come right here. I don't know why he doesn't.
My voice is raspy. Tell him.
He said his voice is raspy. Who cares? Like I look at the bags under my eyes. Like it's okay.
Remember that Glasgow Norwegian accent? That's how I talk. Tell them how much.
The boyfriend should just join the live. Wait. He is confusing like this.
Tell them how many times you can't understand these people. Just tell them.
I will definitely need to purchase this from your store tomorrow, and thank you very much for answering me. Thank you so much for coming on this live stream, Indra. Terry says you should share the screen with him. He's always chiming in anyway. Yeah, isn't he distracting? He's like, he always wants to say something, but he doesn't want to come on camera. Would love to hear his knowledge. Sounds like he's full of wisdom. I don't know why he won't come on the camera. Hi, Rajesh. I have an uncle named Rajesh. Hi, Erica. Very distracting. Yeah, like sometimes he'll interrupt me in the middle of I'm saying something. Yeah, he'll be like, "We're gonna say something," and I'm just like, "Well, come right here then." send him to the living room. Okay. So, good morning, ma'am. Hi, Cherry. Okay, so I think I'm going to head out now. This is like a 2.5 hour, so I'm going to stay on for like about a few more seconds. But I want to say thank you guys so much for joining me on this live stream. Visit my Patreon for more time with me, for more readings, exclusive photos, weekly readings for the week, and also visit my store if you guys want more spiritual items from me. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm like getting so distracted by the comments. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll talk to you guys very, very soon. Monday or Tuesday, I'm going to be uploading a video all about patchouli. So stay tuned, and I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Bye.
Done.